to pull up if y'all want to wait for him. And then I guess Pierre knows this guy from Ball in the Family show, so Pierre said what's up to him. Again, I don't know none of these cats. I guess his name Alan. He said, my boy Alan, how you doing? What's up, fellas? Came over and dapped us up.
What's up, man, boy? Triple beat up on him. Already know. Like that. Look at him. He got these big ballers doing. He's a newest shirt out here. Never lost.
We went through the wire.
Yeah. Hey, that's what we do, man. Big baller style. This is how we roll. Tell them how we roll, man. Tell them how we roll. Yes. All in effect. Let me go over here for one quick second, man.
With Rob Dillingham, a lot of people favorite in this draft class. Our fans gonna go so crazy for this, man.
That was the first thing I got asked. Y'all got Rob, y'all got Rob.
Yeah.
I don't know, we'll see.
So here go Rob for y'all. Projected top 5 pick in this year's draft. How you feeling, bro?
Here's Walker with us. Out of Houston, what, top 5, top 6 projected?
That's the plan.
Okay. How you feeling? I got Cam Whitmore here out of Villanova. What, top 6, top 5, maybe even projected?
Yeah, possibly. We'll see.
How that feel when you hit that?
So, you know.
I'm going to say is this. Last time we seen you was just regular Cam.
That's right.
Now you big time Cam.
A little bit, yeah.
Bank account different. Status different.
A little bit.
Out on the NBA court. What's going on, man? How you enjoying Summer League?
Good, and having fun out there with all the
You
new
are.
guys. Yeah, most definitely.
You know what they saying about you, right?
Well, what?
You ain't seen a shot you don't like.
I see it. I see it all. But
that's not it, though. That's not it, though.
Yeah, you got that water, bro.
Take the water.
That was mine, but you know, you the homie. You good. We got one of my favorites in this class, Anthony Black from Arkansas. Yes, sir. Top 10 projected.
You can always tell when Pierre likes somebody.
Yeah. This gonna be good. How everything going so far?
it's solid. You know.
Right. Out of anybody in the league, if you could just take one skill of theirs and add it to your game, who would it be?
Steph shooting.
Oh, I feel like
that's the
that's
best
the
asset in
easiest
ball,
go-to.
yeah.
I'm looking for something
Steph
wrong.
shooting.
I've watched a lot of your stuff. If you shot like Steph, if you shot like Steph, the league would be in trouble with your athletic ability. Oh man, what's been the most surprising? Back, we got top 3 projected pick, top 2 depending on who you ask. Brandon Miller, how you feeling, Brody?
Man, I'm good. I'm just blessed to be here, man.
How you enjoying our city so far? This is our city, by the way.
My bad, you know. This my 3rd time here. I came here for McDonald's and the Jordan brand.
Yeah, I've been a big Brandon Miller fan for a long time, since high school. So what would you say? What would be some of your advice for people that's the young folks, whether it's pursuing basketball, whether it's pursuing media, whether it's just finding themselves? You know what I mean? You was talking about a lot of things that go on in our community and the upbringing and trying to be quote unquote real and standing on business versus getting shit done. And I just want somebody like you who's done both, successful as NBA player, a champion, 14, 15-year career, one of the best high school basketball players in your class, and now killing it in the media, a father, you know what I mean? Like black excellence.
You know what's crazy? And the rest to take care of itself. But the average NBA career is what, 4.5 years now?
How long did it take you to, because you said you was a 19-year-old. First and foremost, that's what we should have said at the intro. He's a champion, and he came out of high school. I know people say what they say because you're in the media now. I feel like unless you're a superstar, when you do media, a lot of the fans now with social media, they be saying a little bullshit because you're not an MVP or whatnot.
Yeah.
But people who know, that's number one. But people who know, Perk was a bad man in high school.
Yeah.
And when you say Doc brought you in his office and said that, how long did it take you to accept that as a 19-year-old who was just one of the best players in the entire country, and also was a first-round pick coming out of high school?
Well,
what's the future for you? I've seen you on YouTube coaching. Like I said, I see you at the draft combine at times, at different things. Obviously, every time I see you with a microphone in front of you and you're speaking basketball, you obviously know your stuff, which I think your resume speaks for itself, those Pacers teams. And even before your Pacer days, playing for Georgetown and the Princeton offense, people don't know how complicated that is. That's sophisticated basketball. So you know your stuff and whatnot. What do you have plans on? I'm here to say, listen, man, I watched some of your content. I don't think you should end it, man. You got too much insight, too much knowledge. Yeah, the YouTube algorithm and the different little things, it can get tricky, but I don't think it's anything that you can't be able to figure out to eventually break through. But there's there's a lot of important information. The video, I watched you give a video on how to guard a pick and roll.
Yeah.
And I was like, wow, this is a lot of good shit in here. So I want to encourage you to not give up on it. I know it's time consuming. You got a lot on your plate. CBS, you know what I mean? It's a big stage and whatnot. The Pacers are a game away from the NBA Finals. But when you do got time, definitely reinvest into that, man, because you are an intelligent basketball player that I don't think a lot of people know the background of your basketball IQ and intelligence coming from Georgetown and everything like that. So don't give up on it, man. Don't give up on it.
Thank you.
Yeah. All right. The next one. Shaq, Hakeem, and Tim Duncan.
Shaq, Hakeem, dang.
Somebody got to get cut.
There's no right answer in this one, man.
No, this is the type of shit I like. You got to cut somebody. And where the camera at? OGs. I don't want to hear nothing. He got to cut somebody.
Yeah. It's like, I think people forget how good Olajuwon was when you think of like Shaq.
Yeah.
What Timmy did, but it's hard to cut him. But if you think about it, how many rings Shaq got? How many rings, what's it called, Tim Duncan got?
Yep.
So just all that. I don't even want to cut. I don't want to cut.
I'm going to do it for you. I'm going to do it for you. I don't want to hear nothing. He got to cut somebody.
Yeah.
Can I answer for him?
This is crazy, bro. I can't
believe
he put himself in a position and I was like, oh, man.
He put himself in a position.
What you saying?
You put yourself in a position that you don't even want to be in.
Yeah, I'm going to do it because I fuck with bro.
Okay.
I mean, you trying to put him in a spot, it's my dog. You know what I'm saying? Memphis ties. Yeah. Penny Hardaway.
Yeah.
When has he ever been to Memphis?
Me? Yeah. Javon got drafted by the Grizzlies. I've been to Memphis.
Okay.
I'll be joined by rookie sensation, Memphis Grizzlies wing, Jalen Wells, potential rookie of the year. And I want to know, are you technically an all-star now since y'all playing tonight? I haven't been told.
Back with projected first-round pick out of Virginia, Ryan Dunn, somebody that we've all been following up here for a long time. How you feeling, bro?
Feel good, bro.
Lottery projected first-round pick, Tristan Da Silva out of Colorado. You like that? You like that? I got some sauce on that for you. I told you, I'm a big fan. I'm going to throw some sauce on that for you. How you feeling? Projected first overall pick of this draft. How you feeling, man?
Feeling great. How you doing?
I'm good. I ain't doing as good as you. You got the chrome heart with the Louis V. I know y'all can't see. You got the Louis V on her feet. He the first hooper that's gonna play his debut in Louis V. No, I'm just joking. Projected first round pick Jalen Tyson out of Cal. How you feeling, bro? Everything going well? Hey, first things first. You can dap me up. That's what I'm saying. We like that. Yeah. We like that. This ain't the suited and booted stuff.
Before we get started, this right here, this type of shit is special. I just want you to know that you're somebody we wanted on the show. You know what I mean? Thanks. We get names that the company can bring. You know, what y'all feel about this guy? You're a guy that we're here because we want to be here. It ain't like how would y'all feel about Isaiah Thomas? You know, sometimes that should happen. I just want you to know we big fans.
Yeah, definitely.
And to a lot of people like us, you still relevant and still important to us. You know what I mean? You, Isaiah Thomas, you know, is somebody that's special to the game. And it's guys like you who deserve y'all flowers times 10 because, you know, people think about Hall of Fame and, you know, 7-time MVPs and shit like that. So I just want to give you a flower. I'm still a little emotionally shaken up off of Melo retiring. So now that you here a couple of days, I just got to make sure you know the love is there and how important you are to the basketball culture. You know what I mean? That's 4 Chicago guys who, you know, just been embedded in the basketball culture for a long time.
Hey, man, I appreciate that. That goes a long way, for real. It means a lot, so I appreciate that.
You know, we started
with athleticism in our month. What I want to do to start the conversation, Gordon, just to paint a picture for yourself and for my audience, because you are my first guest. This is a new show. And I didn't even tell my team about this, but when I first started the show, I was breaking down to my team the importance to have certain guests that I either, number one, had a connection with or I was a genuine fan of. And I've been doing media for almost a decade now, so I understand that, you know, you want views, clicks, and engagement and whatnot. But this is a full circle moment having you as the first guest because I have a memory ingrained in my brain that I'll have for the rest of my life. And it's the summer of 2010. I just wrapped up my freshman year of high school, and I'm watching the NBA draft. And I would imagine that I watched the entire first round. The draft was a big deal to me back then. It still is, but even more so back then. And I watched the first round. I grabbed some Nikes, some black and gray Nikes, and I go to this basketball court that's in the middle of my apartment complex. And it's nighttime, about 8:30, 9 o'clock. And in our neighborhood, nobody played that late because we didn't have the light to illuminate the court. And I'll never forget, I'm working out myself, 1 dribble pull up, 2 dribble pull up, pro hop into the lane, turn around mid range, snatch back between the legs, wing 3. And my best friend, who was my neighbor at the time, he was walking around the neighborhood and he saw me like, yo, P, like, what are you doing? You out here by yourself at night playing? Like, we don't play at night. And I told him in so many words, I was like, the NBA isn't that far away. And the reason I told him that is because of you. I had just seen you have this March Madness run, and then I seen you get drafted that night. And the inspiration that you gave me as a youth basketball player. Now, I obviously didn't play in the NBA. It was just priceless. And I'll always carry that for the rest of my life. And so to have you here as the first guest of my show, it's just a real full circle moment for me. And I always want to tell guys like yourself, in person and be able to give you your flowers, because I'm not sure if you guys always know the impact that you have. So before we start, I just wanted to tell you that story and thank you. I heard you talk about the baseline fadeaway is the one that you really think about, which ironically you hit against Brad Stevens. I remember with Utah, which is talk about full circle.
Okay, you've done your research a little bit.
No, not even. I'm just a big Gordon Hayward fan. Like I'm not joking when I say
that you remember that. I told Brad that right after that game. I said, if only I could have hit that shot against Duke, and we laughed about it. But
you're right. I said it in the intro. I appreciate you. You're not just a person that was thrown on my desk and I'm like, yeah, I'll interview. I'm a genuine fan. I'm super appreciative to be able to have this conversation with you. This is definitely something I'll hold close to me for the rest of my life. Hopefully we can do this again. I would love to have you on the show again and talk more about just basketball versus, your career and whatnot. Wishing you the best.